Hello, everybody. Once again, I'm Lee McCracken Jr., aka Zorval Chan Less Than Guru. Today is Torg Tuesdays. Now, I was really hoping that Orochi would drop so I could either do a quick, hey, Orochi dropped. I'm not doing it today. I'll do it Thursday or Friday, or have the time to actually do Torg Tuesday with Orochi. But that did not happen. So when that does happen, as I've stated previously, I will do an Orochi or Torg Eternity review, waiting for the finalized version of it to drop into drive-through RPG. Uh, this would be a short Torg Tuesdays because that did not happen. Tomorrow we will not have a game. So if you've been watching our games on Wednesdays, that will not be there. We will be next week as long as nobody drops out. And the one thing I wanted to state, kind of talk about some other systems and wrap it into Torg, is transparency. And Torg Eternity is very big in transparency. And when I write official material, I keep that in mind. When I play through to organized play, we kind of try to use official rules there, and I am transparent. Follow that, don't have a problem with it. Play, don't have a problem with it through to organized plays or any type when I'm playing officially. When I'm doing it at home, though, I don't like transparency, and I've stated this before. And why I'm stating it again is because of what I have seen in my Palladium game. And all my Palladium games are recorded, and you can watch them on the channel. Look at the playlist. It's Palladium Nintier Veil. And you can watch at the beginning, all the roles were done in chat. Everybody saw the roles, and people were picking apart roles, um, figuring out what levels enemies were, and all of this stuff. And we're so focused on the out of character stuff. Yes, there was role playing. I'm not saying it completely eliminated role play. There was role play, and all of that stuff that goes along with it was there. But then there were a couple of things where I did not want to be public, so I kept those hidden. And when some things were hidden and some things were public, then that got people even more worried about what was going on behind the scenes. So I recently decided to turn everything into Game Master mode. Game Master whispers to me, there's a little button on the character sheet that I can hit, and everything comes to me. If a person presses the die, they see the die, I see the die, rolls, nobody else does. If I press it on their character sheet, I'm the only one that sees it. So when somebody walks past a wall that has a secret compartment, a secret door, something like that, I can hit their skill. Mars Video Cat and Muse the anti-video cat fighting over there. So that's what that is. Some fun. But what I was saying is I switched everything to Game Master only. And I have noticed since then, people who were role playing before are still role playing, and people who are more worried about numbers before are doing more role playing now. And I'm very happy with that. So if you're my players and you're watching this, I am happy. It wasn't something like I said, I'm taking away this and I'm going to make you role play more. It just kind of happened naturally. And that was something that I was very happy to see. Combats and stuff like that are not taking any longer. And I just find that it's then doesn't become an out of character map game, doesn't become a trying to figure out all the hidden stuff. People are whispering to me more as time goes on, and you don't see that information. And I don't mean whispering as in what was that role. I mean in character stuff of like, hey, I want to do this little thing here, or I want to do this, and then I will whisper back if it needs to be whispered back, or I'll announce it if it's something that everybody would see. And it worked really well. Sunday, I had a lot of fun. It looked like other people had fun, and like I said, people were just really getting a lot more into character. It seemed that was the goal. I see some part of that. Can't say I see all of it, but I see some part as being not transparent. Right? yes, I understand that then it becomes a guessing game. But when there's nothing even to guess, when you don't have possibilities, cards, things like that, then it's just it rolls, and the game master tells me what happens. With Torg Eternity, because it is Torg Tuesday, I want to flip it back around. Yes, you might be spending resources that you otherwise wouldn't spend if you don't know it, but I don't see a problem with it because Torg Eternity, I have noticed if you have players that know what they're doing, especially the more players that there are, then they can do all the card trading that they want, and there's no, oh, you can only trade one card per round, or you can only trade a card if it's your turn. There can be trades at any time, any reason whatsoever, and people will get the card where they want to be. It's almost at a point where you could have like all the cards out, I guess, or I guess everybody'd have their hand because you can only put what's in your hand. Everybody has their hand, and once they put it, it doesn't need to be there. It can be anywhere because anybody's gonna trade it. I guess in case just to keep it. Who has how many? Because if you are out of cards in your pool, you can't do it. But I think you understand. If you play Torg, it's basically one big pool of cards that you're just limited with how many you can get. But as long as you have one, you can get any other card out there, and people will do that. And it just, to me, I like the mystery. I found that playing Earth Dawn, where the game on Roll20 isn't so transparent, it hides some things, it doesn't hide everything, but it hides some things, and mentally I can get into it more when I'm not just seeing numbers. I can look up on my character sheet and see those numbers. Don't necessarily need to see them in the chat. So that's it, I guess, for Torg Tuesday. Hopefully next week have Oroch. That will be fun and cool, and I look forward to that. Hopefully, also soon and start talking a little bit about Pacifica. But until then, once again, I am Lee McCracken Jr., aka John Mustang Guru, and for next time, catch you